It's your boy Danny, and we back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to backtest with you guys, as well as go over some of the trades that I took this week so that you guys can understand how I'm trading and what I do exactly when I approach the markets. Also, this week has been an insane week. I only took one loss this week and everything else has been bangers back to back to back. And if you guys want to stay tuned on the trades that I take, literally go follow my Instagram. The link will be down below. I literally post all my trades and the breakdown of every trade that I take so that you guys can understand and learn why I'm taking these trades. Beside that though, before I even get into the actual breakdown and the back testing, I really want to talk to you guys because a lot of people have been messaging me to pass their challenges and etc etc. And I'm gonna say this, it really sucks to see that a lot of you guys just want to rush the process without even really understanding trading or really understanding what strategy or how to really approach the markets. Like, you guys just magically think if somebody passed your account, you're gonna be okay. Like, that's not the case. 9 out of 10 times, if somebody's passing the account, they're doing all the legwork for you. So now when you actually start taking the accounts, how do you think you're gonna succeed, or how do you think you're gonna feel about the accounts if you didn't put in the work to get those accounts? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, trading is a process. You have to really look at it as every day is a day for you to get better. Not look at it as the next day I want to be the best trader, because that's not how it's going to work, and that will never be how it works. So if you guys have that mindset of thinking, okay, I'm gonna learn this and the next day I'm going to be the best trader, that's not happening. Okay, I literally traded years ago. I lost so much money. I gave up in trading, and then now I could 100% say that I am a profitable trader because I know exactly what to do when I'm on the charts, as well as I'm able to control my emotions as well. So that is very key. Like, you could have the best strategy, but if you don't have your emotions down or if you don't have your risk management down, you just won't, it just won't go right. Because at the end of the day, a lot of you guys are looking at trading as a way to get out of whatever situation you're in, when that should not be the case. Okay, you guys should really enjoy the process and learn how to trade and become a trader instead of rushing everything. But beside all that though, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know it's the weekend coming up and it's also a holiday on Monday. So again, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. And I won't be trading on Monday because of course the holiday, but I'll be back on Tuesday, and expect the Discord to be open sometime next week. And of course, I'll make the announcements when I do open it up. Besides that though, let's get into the actual back testing and the actual trades that I took this week, so you guys can really understand how I trade and start learning, so that the following week you guys can start applying whatever you learned today. Okay, as that is said, I'll see you guys in the next slide. Peace. All right, because I don't want the video to be too long, we're only going to backtest London session on Thursday for gold and NQ, because I did not trade London session that day. So again, we're just going to backtest that. I usually trade oil as well, but I haven't been trading oil lately because price has been, oil's been on, it's been doing whatever it wants. So NQ and gold futures has been kind of stable. So we're going to get first into the gold futures London session on that Thursday. After that, we'll move on to NQ, and then I really don't, I probably won't go over the trades that I took just because I don't want the video to be too long. And I'll also do the breakdowns on Instagram, so you guys can literally just go on Instagram and watch me do the breakdowns. But I do want to go over a setup today that I saw during New York that I wanted to take today, but of course I already took a trade, so I sat out on that one, but it played out so perfectly. So we'll break that down after we backtest London, gold, and NQ. Okay, so this is the time I'm on pre-London. So this is the first thing I see on gold. I'm on the 1 hour time frame, and I see that we have a resistance sitting up here, and then also we have a support sitting down here. So cool. I dropped down to the 30-minute time frame. We don't really need to adjust it. Everything looks good, so we'll leave that there. Then at 15-minute. So now we just wait, right? I'm just waiting for either a closure to the upside to then get entries, or we could look for a bounce play if we form some resistance here to look for sells, or I'm looking for a closure down here to then take sells, or we could look for another bounce play down here to then look for buys, right? So that's all I'm looking for right now. So again, we're gonna play this out. So let's play this out. So I would not take this bounce play here, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. So yes, we did close bearish and we closed bullish here, but this bullish candle doesn't have a top wick. So whenever a candle don't have a wick, it's usually telling you that there's no range for it to go up. If there's no top wick, if there's no bottom wick, there's usually no range to go down. So by taking entry off of this candle of the next break, it wouldn't make sense to me. I would set this one out because at any given point, the next candle could literally just come up to create that top wick for that previous candle and then reflip and then start coming down. So when y'all see candles where there's no wick to the top side and you're trying to buy, be very careful. Same thing when you're trying to sell and there's no bottom wick, be very careful. Okay, so I wouldn't be taking this buy, so I'll keep waiting. Okay, so this is what I like. So we are at this resistance, we closed bearish here, which means that we found a resistance sitting up here. Not only that, but we also have a supply, like a small supply in here. 15-minute supply inside this range. If you guys understand supply and demand, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. But we also have a 15-minute supply because this is where a lot of aggressive selling came from. Even though we're still in the range, this is still a supply level sitting at a resistance. So for me, if I see we're closing bearish here, I will wait for the next candle to come up first, because I like how we're respecting this resistance. We also close bearish, as well as we're at a supply level inside a range. Okay, again, at these levels, and if you are taking these trades, you only want to go for a 1-to-1. So what I will wait for is the next candle to make a top wick first. It cannot break the previous low before making the top wick. It needs to come up first to make the top wick. As soon as I see that, I'm gonna set sell stops and then look for a 1-to-1. So let's play this out. Let's play this out. Okay, so this would have been my trade right here. I think we came down first. Actually, no, we came up first and then we came down. So I would have gotten in as soon as we break that low. So that would have been there. And then my stops would have been right above there. And then literally my 1-to-1. So this would be the trade that I would have taken in here. So reason why I took this one, or I would take this one, is because we closed at a resistance with the bearish candle, also at a 15-minute supply. So now that would be my 1-to-1 trade. Now let's play this out. Let's see what happens next. Okay. Ain't nothing else I really like. This one I wouldn't have gotten in for a trade because even though we closed bullish above, this next candle never created a bottom wick to break the highs. So when that doesn't happen, you can expect the following candles to come down to create that bottom wick. So this would not have been my trade. Let's play this out. Okay, so also like this. So something to keep in mind, okay? Whenever you guys have a range momentum, like a closure outside, and you don't get your entry, you can always wait for a retest, okay? So you could wait for a retest to come down to this resistance that could now form as a support. Wait for a bearish closure, then wait for a bullish closure. Once you get that bullish closure, you look for the next 15-minute candle to come down to then re-break the highs. So now, if I was still on trading at this time, I really like this setup because not only are we respecting here, but we're also running into another 15-minute demand too, right there. So we have a 15-minute demand at this resistance now forming as a support. So that's really a high confluence that you could then start looking for buys. So then let's play this out. So yeah, I would have gotten in right here. So this would have been where as soon as we came down, break the highs, stops right below that 15-minute candle. And then let's say a 1-to-2 is up here. Then let's play this out. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So again, if you guys have a closure and you guys don't get your entry, wait for that retest. Wait for it to come back down. So if you're looking for buys, you need this resistance to now turn as a support. And you need confirmation that it wants to hold as a support, which means it's a bearish candle at this resistance now as a support. Then a bullish candle right after at this support. Then once you get that, you wait for the next candle to come down first and then set your buy stops and then you look for buys. And this trade played out perfectly. So this is what I would have saw during London. This kind of rolled over to early New York, but still kind of within London. So yeah, that was 2 trades right there. You can have taken a resistance, a bounce play from here, just a 1-to-1. And then you could have waited for a price to come back to here to retest and then look for buys. So that's what I see on gold. Now let's go down to NQ. So NQ, same thing. Let's get to the 1 hour. So yeah, so this is pre-London. So on NQ, what I see here is I see that we have a resistance right here. Okay, and then we have a support down here. I'm not worried about anything over here. I'm just worried about what's happening currently. 30-minute time frame. We could definitely adjust it to here and move this up here. So now we have our ranges. So this is a big range, but it's fine. Doesn't matter how big or small your range are. And then now anything here, I'm not trading. So we'll just wait to see if we get a closure above. Bounce play. closure below or bounce play from here. Okay, so let's play this out on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, all right, so we have a closure up here. I'm liking this trade, so I'll wait for the next candle to make that bottom wick to then reflip, and then I'll be in that trade. So let's play this out. So you can see right here how I have been in this trade. Stops below this 15-minute candle, and then let's say you target a 1 to 2, which would be somewhere over here. Oh, let's put that. And then just like that, this trade played out perfectly. So again, this is what London presented for NQ, and this is really all it did. And this was a beautiful trade. Like you could see, this trade went for more than a 1 to 2. Of course, it went for a 1 to 5. But again, we're not always going to catch that 1 to 5. So this is what I would have done on this day. Dang, this London session was actually really clean. But again, you see how it's all just literally finding your range, and you're just waiting for your closing and your confirmation. That's all it is. It's really that simple. If you try to keep overcomplicating finding your ranges and whatever strategy you're using, it's not going to be good. So just literally keep trading simple and clean. So this is literally London session for NQ. This was the only setup that I saw that looks really clean. Again, anything in here, we're not trading. And yeah, gold, same thing. There was 2 setups right here. You can take a bounce play or a break and retest, and then yeah, just literally flew. Oil, we're not looking at oil. Oil has been trash. So this was the back test for London session. And then on the next section of this video, I'm gonna go over the trades that I saw today, and also the trade that I took today, and just breaking down to help you guys understand why I took that trade, as well as why the other trade played out so perfectly, but I didn't take it because it's a Friday and I don't want to overtrade. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next part. Let's break down the NQ trade that I took today, which went crazy. And then also the gold trade that I was going to take, but I didn't. But that trade literally flew. And I'm about to literally show you guys how effective this strategy is. Like I don't even know what to say, bro. Like I'm really speechless of how good this strategy is. And all it is just patience. Like if you have patience, literally you're going to win more than you lose. It's just that simple. So let's break down the NQ trade first. So this was NQ when I got on. I saw that we have a support sitting right here. And then we also have a resistance right here, which we are breaking out on the 1 hour time frame at this time. But again, in live markets, this candle wasn't here yet. So this was the resistance and this was a support. Again, even though the ranges are small, you go down to the smaller time frame to adjust it. And of course, it gets bigger. So I have my support and my resistance right there. Then I drop down to the 30-minute time frame, and then I'll move my resistance up to here at this level because we have rejections there. And then I'll move this down here because we have a support, rejections here, multiple rejections. You see this range is really clean because there's so many rejections on both sides. So now I jump down to the 15-minute time frame and I just wait. So I need a closure above or a closure below. So on this trade, we did have a closure here, but what do we need in order to have entry? We need a bottom wick first and then re-break at the highs, right? So on this trade, it did not give us that. So let's play this out. You see how we failed to break the previous candle high. So now we close bullish here on this candle. If we close bullish here, confirming that we found support, then the next candle I'll look for a bottom wick to take buys. But that did not happen, as you can see here. So you see how we came down. So as soon as this candle started breaking down here, I started taking sells. And the reason why I didn't wait for a closure on this trade is because we grabbed liquidity. So we have orders stops up here, and you see people getting stopped out on this candle. So even if y'all didn't just enter aggressively, like let's just say that we didn't enter aggressively, we waited for confirmation. So let's wait for the next candle to make a top wick. So you see how it created a small top wick, and then just look at that. Like literally, you gotta put your stops right here. And on this one candle, it went for a 1 to 5, more than a 1 to 5. So for me, I entered very aggressively because I saw that we took orders out on this side. So we already took out someone, or we took out other traders that had stops here. So once we grab liquidity, expect a big push. And this literally is what happened. Like we literally came down. As soon as it started breaking here, I started going in for sells. And then I got out somewhere probably down here. But even if you didn't do that, it was more risky for me to do that. But I was really confident because we took out liquidity. you can still wait for the 15-minute closure and then wait for that top wick, set your sell stops. And bro, look at this. Bro, just look at this trade, bro. Like, this trade literally went for one to almost a 1 to 12. And I think yeah, it went even lower. Like, of course, this is not realistic. It went for 1 to 13. But again, like, I'm just showing you guys how to capitalize on these trades. Like, you don't need a 1 to 13, but if you could catch a really clean 1 to 1 or 1 to 2, that's all you need every day. Like, be consistent. Not every day you're going to get a 1 to 13 or 1 to 12. You know what I mean? So that's why you got to set realistic goals to then aim to achieve that every single day. So this was on the trade that I took on NQ today, and it went crazy. Like, bro, once it break and I was in this trade, it was literally just pushing like insanely. Look at the 5-minute. Like, that is crazy, bro. But y'all could literally just wait for the 15-minute closure, wait for that top wick, and then go in for yourselves. So that was a trade I took today on NQ. And then this was a trade I was waiting on gold. So when I got onto gold during New York, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. This is what I saw. This is super clean, bro. We have a resistance up here, and then we have a support sitting down here. So this is the range I'm not looking to trade in. We are very bullish on gold. Also, 30-minute ranges. You could move. Yeah, you can move this down here, just in case, because we have a lot of buying pressure from this level upwards. And then up here is our resistance. We look good there. And 15-minute time frame. Again, what do? We just wait. We literally just wait. So once this candle closed like this, literally this is a sign for you to start looking for your buys. Once that next candle create that bottom wick, you have got your buy stops right there, stops below this current 15. And then literally you could have went for your 1 to 2 because we are super bullish. We've been ranging the whole time during London. So whenever London is consolidating or in a range, expect New York to really push. So look at how this trade played out. Like, bro, this trade literally, bro, I can't make this stuff up. Like, this is really like, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. And if you guys are not practicing this and you guys are not showing up to the charts, understanding this, like, this is just, this strategy works 100%. You just have to be very patient and understand what candles are telling you. So not only is this strategy teaching you patience, but it's also teaching you how to read candles and understand how the wicks are forming to be able to get into your trade. So like, this trade literally went stupid. And I didn't take this trade. Ideally, I was going to take this trade or just wait on gold today. But NQ presented way earlier than this. And bro, it is just insane. Like, I don't know what to say. So again, I hope you guys are understanding the breakdown and what I'm teaching. Because like, at the end of the day, bro, I do not want to make trading complicated for you guys. The simpler you keep trading, the easier it is. And I promise you, if y'all don't, this is literally pure price action. Like, we're not using indicators. We're not using SMAs, EMAs. We're not using none of that. We're literally using candles and how it's forming to give us the direction that it wants to go. And literally, once you understand price action, like pure price action, you could literally start making money in the market way quicker than you trying to learn how to use a 50 SMA or 13 EMA or 200 EMA. Like, I used to use a 200 EMA, but then I stopped because it literally just confuses you. Like, you tend to look at the charts more on the indicator than how the candles and what the candles are telling you to do. So by doing it with just pure candles, no indicators, you literally see better direction. You literally don't second guess any trade that you're in. So this was that trade that I was waiting on, but I didn't take it, of course, because it's Friday, and you know Fridays do some messed up things. So on this NQ trade, that was all I did. And yeah, that was literally what I have for you guys. So I hope you guys learned something in this video. Again, leave a like, comment down below on what you guys want me to do next. And if you guys haven't followed my Instagram and you guys really want to join a free Discord where you guys will learn a lot as well, just join. The link will be, my Instagram link will be down below. Just literally follow me, send me a message, and then you'll be the first ones to get the invite. Besides that, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. Happy holiday, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.